recorded and posted. If I don't record one class, I'll usually record the other. So by the end of the day, either period 4 or period 6's lesson will be posted on the website, and you can always go back and see what questions people have.
Okay.
Let's do another one though. Because I just did this recording late, we've got a triangle, a scalene triangle with 30, 95 degrees, x and 5. We did law of sines. We got 9.96 for x. But I'm going to erase all this. All right. So here's our situation. We've got another scalene triangle, a triangle with all different sides, trying to figure out what x is. It's not a right triangle, so I can't use SOHCAHTOA, but I am going to see if I can use the law of sines. Now, we've got a side length of 10, and we know the angle across from it. A side length we're trying to figure out, but we don't know the angle across from x. However, can we figure out this angle? Absolutely. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and put in, using triangle sum theorem, that has to be a 50-degree angle. Well, sweet. Now we're in business, okay? So I'll start off with just my plain old law of sines, and I like putting the sides on top when we're solving for a side because it means less work in the long run. And we'll just go ahead and plug in what we've got. X over sine of the angle across from x, the angle across from x is 50, equals, on my other known side and angle combo, 10 over sine of the angle across from 10, which is 30 degrees. Okay, and just like the last problem, I can actually get x by itself in just one quick little move. X is being divided by sine of 30. How do you undo division? Multiplication. So multiply both sides. I think I said 30. Sine of 50. We're going to multiply both sides by sine of 50. Well, my sine of 50s cancel out here. And this crazy thing, just like in the last problem, I can actually plug into most calculators and do in one step. If your calculator can't handle this in one step, try to see if you can figure out what makes it work on your calculator. And then next week when we meet, you can ask me some questions here or shoot me emails all the time, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But go ahead, try to type this in, guys. Again, we can make a pretty rough guess that because 30 degrees has a side length of 10 across from it, x is across from 50. So we know that if we've done this correctly, x has to be longer than 10. Okay? So go ahead, guys, try to type that in correctly.
50.
Don't forget those parentheses.
30. I got 15.320. Is that wrong?
It sounds awesome. And here's why, Deanna. Like I said, because 10 is across from 30 and you got something a bit bigger than 10, I think that's totally going to be right. Let me type it in on my calculator.
Okay.
I got 15.3 too.
Cool.
Okay. So there's our solution there. For you three and for everyone else that decides to watch the video, just try to give you a little bit of info as far as the rest of the year.
Okay.
Found out recently that we can't do finals. So you don't have a final exam. We're going to have an assessment on topic 8, and that'll be it. That'll be the last assessment you have for the year. Okay, we're also not learning anything new. This law of sines to solve for a side, that's it for what you guys are going to be learning this year. Okay. The thing that I want you to then focus on between now and 3 weeks from today, believe it or not, 3 weeks from today is the last day of school. So we just got 3 weeks to put our heads down and work hard here. It may involve a lot of going back and looking at the lessons online, sending me emails, trying to set up Zooms, or making sure that you attend our weekly Zooms. Maybe I'll offer 2 Zooms a week just because we're not going to be doing a lot of new stuff. But look for a lesson this week on just a practice with solving quadratics and completing the square. That was what we're going to have at the beginning of the week. I don't know that I'll assign any work that goes with that, or if I do, it'll be just simply a worksheet that will have the answers at the end that you can use for practice. And let me know, guys. I know Deanna's mic is on. Maybe Brooke and Cody, if you could turn yours on for a sec. I sent out with this week's message, or at least I intended to, that we are gonna, that you were given the topic 7 exam and the topic 6 exam in that message. One was attached through maybe they were both attached with links from for a Google Doc, but you guys can choose one standard from the topic 6 test and the topic 7 test to redo, and you'll redo it, submit it to me, and then I'll just, assuming it's higher, I've had some students in another class redo things and not score better. So if it's better than that first standard was, I'll replace the grade. So let me try to summarize that. Say you go back through, you go into Pearson, and you see that on standard 4.2 on the topic 6 test, I don't even know if that was one of the standards on there, that you got a 1.5. So you go back and redo that standard on the test, and you get a 3 this time. Then I just replace the 1.5 with a 3, and that should have some pretty positive impact on your grades. Okay. Did you guys see that note in the weekly communication there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Please take advantage of that. The 3 of you guys and anyone else watching this, please, it'll be helpful for sure. I'll leave it at just this law of sines kind of lesson for today, guys. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much, but all you period 4 people, make sure you're going back, rewatching the lessons. It's a video, which is great. It means you can pause it and go back and rewatch things and take notes as much as possible, okay? Even though this situation is a little bit crazy, you guys are responsible for doing your best and trying to learn this new material. And the 3 of you guys that showed up this morning, I'm so glad you did. And I hope that this was at least a little bit helpful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Any other questions that I can answer for you guys right now?
Not right now.
Hey, do any of you want to hang out for the next half hour or so and work on some of the assignments?
I have a Zoom at like 9:30, so I don't know if I can. I have any issues, Miss John, I can email you.
Alrighty, or Miss Val, what about you?
Yeah.
Oh, Brooke's already gone.
Yeah, because Miss Val and I have been Zooming over math.
Okay,
Okay, perfect. Thank you guys.
you're
All
welcome.
right, Deanna, see you later.
You too.